Okay, welcome to the NUPOC video study guide number 30. We're going to look at two very quick questions here, asking us to graph some exponential functions. One of them really is, it's an exponential function, but it really has no dependence on x, so it's really just a constant. But for the sake of completeness, let's go through both of them. So hopefully we'll get through both these problems here in one quick video. So the first question here, if you're following along, question 4 in guide 1, just asks us to graph e to the minus 2. Alright, so this is just asking us to graph y equals 1 over e squared, which is just a constant, and of course you can do it in your calculator or whatever, or approximate it in your head. It comes out to be about 0.135, right? Okay, so graphing that, no dependence on x, just a straight line, intersects the y-axis at y equals 0.135. Alright, so let's take a look at question 5 here. So this is just asking us to graph y equals e to the minus x, so this is just the reflection of y equals e to the x over the y-axis. So instead of growing from negative infinity towards positive infinity, we will be decaying from negative infinity to positive infinity. And there's a few points on the graph that are sort of points of interest that we can use to help us in graphing. So the first one, of course, is x equals 0. Anything to the 0, including e, is going to be 1. So this will be y equals 1. We'll cross the y-axis at y equals 1. And of course the other interesting points are at x equals 1. This will just be 1 over e to the first, right? So that'll just be 1 over e, which is about 0.36. It's somewhere down here, right? So let's say this is x equals 1 out here, and it's about 0.36 right there. Okay, so we'll intersect that point, and then of course at x equals minus 1, let's put that out here somewhere. Alright. We will be at, of course, the negative 1 will multiply with this negative sign, so it'll just be e to the 1, which is just e. So that'll be, it's probably almost up here on the other graph, right? Right about there. So let's see if we can draw this here. So we're going to be coming up. Let's just draw this here. So this is going to be at y equals e, right? And this is at y equals 1 over e. Okay? So we're going to sort of coming up from positive infinity, and we're going to be growing towards negative infinity, and we're going to be coming down from negative infinity, and we're going to be decaying towards positive infinity. You know, that's pretty darn good. That's a lot better than I draw a lot of my exponential curves. There we go. It's a little bit ragged around the edges, but that's okay. You know, if any of you used to watch Bob Ross on PBS, and he used to say, there's no such thing as mistakes, just happy accidents and such. And, you know, of course here, unfortunately, we've got an actual well-defined function that we're trying to represent, so we don't really have the luxury of artistic interpretation and getting too creative with things. But in any case, I'm getting a little off topic. So this is a pretty good representation of what we should see. So two quick problems: e to the minus 2, that's just a constant, and e to the minus x, that's just an exponential decay from minus infinity towards positive infinity.